Now an update on a scam alert that we brought to you over the weekend. A family living a real-life nightmare left homeless after their dream home was rented to someone else.
A lady came up with the exact same lease from the exact same person, and she had paid too, and we found out that it was just one big giant scam.
That dad there thought he did his due diligence after finding the Aurora home on Craigslist. He toured the house with a real estate agent, viewed proof of ownership, and he was still swindled out of nearly $7,000. Tori Mason is your reporter for Aurora. And Tori, this family is working through all of this, but we're now learning about even more people that have been scammed. So how can you protect yourself?
Well, be prepared to do some research, Karen, because these scammers are getting sophisticated. All of this to make a few $1,000s while completely turning people's lives upside down. Now, the update we have today has a happy ending, but there are so many that don't.
I think I was on the edge of a panic attack this morning.
Samantha Rumpel had hours before she'd be evicted from the home a scammer rented to her family. We watched them repack everything they'd just unpacked.
It's a mess, quite frankly.
They were out $6,000 and out of a home, but thanks to the generosity of strangers.
They redid the whole kitchen, so new paint, new appliances.
They now have the keys to a condo, and they're certain no one else has them too.
They actually reached out to us and were like, hey, we saw your story, we're willing to work with you. What can you give us now? And we can work on everything else.
The Rumpel story isn't uncommon. Scammers are always looking for the next moneymaker. In Colorado, it's the roof over your head.
Housing scams are pretty huge.
Colton Harris is a broker with XLV Realty.
With increased inflated prices for rentals, a lot of people are finding ways to scam because people are desperate to get into a home.
Colorado has some of the most rental scams per capita. That's why it's important you do your research.
You can check with the county assessor records, see who the ownership is, check the address for verification.
The Rumpel scammer rented a house he didn't own to not one, not two, but three different families. They met another one this morning.
These are people coming from out of state, and it's a pattern because April was from Arkansas, we're from Las Vegas. The people that came today were from Florida.
A new housing unit in the state's Department of Law helps the Attorney General crack down on predators.
This stove is brand new.
The Rumpels have reported the listing, but a new one with the same rental keeps popping back up.
And I'm worried because it's like, how many more people are they going to get?
Now, the police and the FBI are investigating this because all of these families live in different states. There are people who specialize in helping find legit rentals. You can use them as a resource. We're live in Aurora. Tori Mason covering Colorado First.
That's just awful. Tori, thank you. Tori is your reporter in Aurora, so if you have a story idea, we sure hope you'll send it her way through cbscolorado.com. You can always call our tip line.